Good morning, everybody. How are you today? It's good to see you here. Alrighty. Well, it looks like I actually got on at the right place today, so that's wonderful. It's a good start, if nothing else. Okay, so today I'm going to be doing another card with layers and textures, and I'm going to be using the new Charming Day simply because I got it yesterday. Alrighty, today here it's lovely and sunny. It's breezy, but it is quite cool. Hence the big jumper, but we'll see how we go. Alrighty, I do apologize for the mess up yesterday. I don't know what happened. I eventually found out that I could go in here through another search engine. So maybe I usually go in through Google, but yeah, it didn't happen yesterday, as we know. So let's see what we're going to do today. So my name's Lorraine. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the Fraser Coast area of Queensland, Australia, and we're going to make a couple of cards today. Oh, not couple. We're going to make one. We're going to make one. I'm going to need some help with this one because there's going to be lots going on. And I have made a demonstration one, but I think we're going to work a little bit from there. Okay, so let's go down to the desk. If I can find it. Where is it? There it is. Goodness me. All right, so whoops, let's move all the mess because I am still in a mess. I do too, Lynn, and lovely to see you. Hi, Daryl. How are you? Now, you might hear some clunking and carrying on because I've just noticed there's a big truck parked across the road and it looks like they're going to be cutting trees or something like that. I think it's ergon. But anyway, we'll see how we go. Typical, isn't it? Never mind. Alrighty, so this I've been working with monochromatic, whatever you'd like to call it. Let me just bring that a little bit closer, see if I can. Get rid of part of my messy desk. Alrighty. So I don't know if you can see that, but it is, it's done with vanilla, and then I've just touched on the flowers with a little bit of, now what color did I use? Pecan pie I used, just a tad, just to make it show up a little bit more. So that's what, oh, have I got my chat? There's my chat. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. So working with the textures and the layers, obviously we all tend to layer up on the front of the cards, which is great. I've got texture in here because I've put that through with the embossing folder, and then I've also added a bow, which isn't usually me. I don't usually do a lot of can you see it all right, Daryl? I can't, you know, when I look at my screen, it doesn't show up very well, but I'm hoping it does a bit more for you. Hi, Debbie. How are you today? Yeah, so this is what I've been playing with. Now, yeah, I'm not really a bow person. I don't put a lot of bows on, but because we're talking of texture today, and this week, that's what I'm doing. So I've also put a bit of texture at the bottom here. I don't know if you can see that. With the embossing folder, I just put that edge into the embossing folder. And of course, I've stamped with a happy birthday there. Alrighty, so today we're going different colors altogether. Today we're going purples. And I've cut out quite a few bits and pieces from that Charming Day bundle that we have, or suite. And I've got my base cards as well. So my base card here is 5 3/4 by 8 inches, which I will fold in half. Let me have a look, see. There we go. And if I'm lucky, I'll find the bone folder. All right. And then the next layer is 5.5 by 3 3/4, which will sit on there. And then about 5 minutes before I came on, I thought, oh, we could do something like that. So what I've done with this one is I did cut it at the 5.5 by 3 3/4, but I took 1/8 of an inch off of this side and 1/8 of an inch off of there. So that will now give me a triangular piece that can go in there. All righty. I've also cut these for the, okay, let me just catch up there. Yes, not real clear, but I can see. Okay. All right. I don't know how to make it any clearer on the screen, to be honest, Daryl, but as long as you can see it, that's fine. Hi, Lynn. How are you today? So I've also cut the insert, which I've got that one to go on there. And then because I felt that was a little bit too dark to write on, I've got that there, which, as you can see, I took out of textured notes. So that will fit on there for the insert. All right, so here we go. Let's see what we can do. So I'm going to put the base card to one side for now because I don't need that straight away. Now I'm going to emboss these two, and I was thinking about putting them through together, and now I'm not so sure. So has anyone ever done that? Has anyone ever put two pieces through together? Does it still emboss? Does anybody know? Hi, Suzanne. How are you this morning? Good to see you again. I sent you a message. I don't know if you saw it, so that you knew what colors I was using this morning and thought, oh, please don't let us go that way again. All righty. So has anyone embossed the two together? Do they know if it works? I might do one and then the other. I think I might do that actually, because so I'm going to use the eyelet one today. I thought about using two different ones as well. You haven't tried it, Daryl? I mean, we could try it, but then you're going to have to sit through me cutting another two pieces. So let's just, I'm just going to put this one through first. So just going to pop the triangle through and try and make it nice and straight so that when I do the next bit, so this is a 3D. Seriously, I need some nails. So what I'm going to do, bring this up here, take it back a tad. I've got so much stuff on the desk here. Okay, let's take it back a little bit. So we're going to take out, I haven't even got my new, plates yet out. All right. Sorry, I dropped something and I wasn't sure what it was. So because this is a 3D, we're just going to use the number 1, and then we're going to use the other mat. And I'm just going to stand up, and I'm just going to run that through once. And I'll see how that bit's gone. So that bit has turned out really nice. And then I'm going to put this piece through as well. Try and keep it straight. Popped it onto the line there. Just going to put this bit through the machine. So the number 1 plate, the embossing folder, and the number 4 plate. And we'll see how we've gone with that one. So that one's come out really pretty as well. So now I'll try and get them in together so that they don't look too bad. Put all my plates down here. So this morning when I came into the craft room, the sun was shining straight through. I have blinds in this room. The sun was shining straight through the blinds and I couldn't see a thing. So I had to, now I've got to try and line this up so that it looks. This is why I thought it was probably better to put them both through together, but I think I can line that up like, move that one over a little bit like that. So that's going to give me the two textured pieces, one on top of each other, and they're still fairly well lined up. So before we go too much further, I'll stick those down. If you use both bits of, I don't know. What I will do, oops, that one a bit close to the edge. I might not like that. What I might do is when I finish, I might have a go so that it's something that I can look at doing in the future. I'm just going to turn that up the other way because I just put a, let me see. Of course, it doesn't want to line up that way, does it? It wants to line up this way. So let me just try and line that up in some way, shape, or form so that it doesn't look too odd. Not easy. Sorry, let me take that up a bit. That one's sort of lined up there. And that one's sort of lined up there. Oh, well, that'd be right, wouldn't it? Try that again. Where was I lining them up? About there, I think. Yep, that one's lined up there. And then I'll put that one there, which isn't too bad. So it sort of gives us, just move that across a tad. There we go. So that then gives us the two different colors on there, which is good. All right. So with this one, because it was pale, I added a little bit of the other color onto it, but I don't know that I'm going to have to do that today. So as you can see, I've got lots and lots of bits and pieces here. This is not so much monochromatic, but a bit more two-tone. So I'm thinking of putting, it's just a question now of where I'm going to layer all these pieces. So I want to sort of fill there's a way that I could do this so that you've got one. Oh, here we go. I said there'd be noise, didn't I? Goodness me. You take that out of there. All right, so I could layer them just slightly off of each other like that, which would give that whole two-tone effect underneath. Now, I've also done this one, which I think it's really pretty, this one, and I would like to do something with that as well. So I'm not sure yet how I want to. Hi, Kim, how are you? Sort of put those there, and then I've got some dark, some light, lots of bits and pieces to go on here. So it's actually going to be quite an avid card. So the first things first, let's put the larger pieces on. So I'm thinking I'd like to put this somewhere like that. And then I don't know whether to put one or two of those on. What I'm thinking, let me give this a go. Okay, bit of trial and error here because I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I'm thinking if I cut the lighter one across there and maybe across there, I could sort of put one on top of the other and still get that two-tone effect. What do you think? That worked. That works. So I think we could have a go at that. So I'm going to put that down to start with. So I'm going to put this one down flat. If anyone has any ideas while I'm doing this, please let me know, because I'm sort of run. Oh, really? I can't believe that truck's out there. I'm so sorry if you can hear that. All right, so I'm going to put this down to start with, like so. I'm going to put that one flat, and then with this one, I'm just going to take the bone folder and I'm just going to gently curl those up a tad, just to give them that little bit of dimension. Okay, can anybody hear that noise? I know, I actually got tanned in the UK. I mean, this is hilarious, isn't it? Like, but it was so warm there on some days, which of course was great. That's okay, Daryl. That's okay. Mum comes first. All right, so now I'm going to take this one. So I've actually got this part of it sorted, so we'll be okay with this. I'm just going to use these little dimensionals here. I was saying this morning, Kim, that while I was over there, we had a couple of days that were around 29, and everybody was fading fast because they thought it was so hot and humid. I don't know what they're going to do or what they did yesterday, because I was talking to my brother-in-law last night and he said, it's going to be so warm today. He said we're looking at getting, what did he say they were getting? I think it was 32 degrees. So they find it a wee bit warm over there at 32 degrees. Oh, that's okay. Thanks, Lynn. Literally, they are parked right outside the window. Oh, they've moved off down the street a little bit. How awesome is that? Now, I really love this one, and I really think it should be on a standalone, but I'll look at that afterwards. Lots of little leaves and other flowers. So when I did this yesterday, I had these two there. I had one there and one there, and I'd sort of coloured them in, and it really looked quite odd. So in the end, so I thought, well, no, I'm not going to do that again. So I'm going to keep these ones well apart on this card, and I'm thinking maybe if I just offset them a tad, you can see that you're getting that two-tone look. So I'm thinking I'd like one of those up there, and then with the other one I can do it the other way around, just slightly off, and pop it down here. So let's, but then, oh, I've got that little piece as well, which is really cool. We've got to fit in some of these leads as well. So I love doing Avid cards. However, think I'd need to cut some of that off there, and then just put this, poke this under here like this. And then again, these are gorgeous, aren't they? They're such beautiful. I think I'd like just having a look here, probably another leaf coming down there. Let me add these two, because I think then I'll have some idea what I'm doing. Helps if you take the lid off your glue as well. Okay, so I'm just putting a little bit on there because I don't want it squelching out through the sides. I'm still trying to get into some sort of a routine, because like being away a month, it sort of makes it, I don't know, it's hard to get back. Does anyone else find that when you've been away? Oh, you've got 29 to 32. Is it very humid? They find the humid, they think it's humid, and it is for them, you know, like I'm not dissing it at all, because I know my brother and sister-in-law came out here once in January, and my poor sister-in-law, she got really sick because of the humidity, and she just couldn't handle it, so she ended up in bed for a day under the air conditioning. But yeah, and you feel really bad too when you say to someone, oh, but this isn't humid, you know, it's sort of like. So what I'm doing here, I'm just pressing these down in the middle because it gives them that little bit of lift around the edges, and that's what this is all about basically. It's about, and the palm of your hand is a good place to do that, because it doesn't do too much, but it does just enough. There we go. So I'm going to pop these other way around. No, maybe I will do it that way just to keep that sort of like there and there. I do like these though. What do you think? Take the flowers off of there and just use the flowers? I'll think about that. But I definitely want to pop this in here like this, and probably chop this one as well and put it so that it comes further up there, something like that, or out of there would probably be better. So we're getting some sort of dimension on there. All right, so let me pop a little bit of glue onto the bottom of this one. I don't want to put it on the top because I want it to have that loose effect. You know, I was looking at these cute little things, and it looks like they've got, looks like they've got little gum nuts. Where are you, Kim? Okay, so I've got that one in there, and then let me have a look. Have I stuck that one down? No, so we'll pop that one down in there. Little bits everywhere. Where did I have that one in there? Let's pop that down in there. That's already stuck down. Now I'm thinking that and that, but not like that array. Going back to the same thing we had yesterday. I'm going to put that one up there, definitely. So I'm going to put that one on with dimensionals. We're trying to get that whole height thing happening. I don't want to stick them down hard just yet because just in case I want to pop anything underneath them. Actually, so if I put that one in there, and then this one, I'll do a similar. So with these, you can spend time playing. You're in Canada. Oh, okay. Okay, Kim. Lovely, thank you. The weather is relevant. It's all relative, isn't it? When the temperature suits one person, it'll be hot. Absolutely. 100%. So I have to say, there was a couple of days over there that I was hot. I was like, it was very, it wasn't humid, but it was very warm, which was lovely. And we went on a horse and cart ride through the forest. It was just such a super day. It really was a fantastic day. And it was nice and warm, although if you look at the pictures, you'll see I do have a cardigan on. But it was cool under the trees. So if anyone wants to have a look that hasn't had a look at photos, you can go into my, I have a Facebook page called Just Colour Me Crazy Cards. Feel free to go in there and have a look. So here we go. We've got all these little bits and pieces standing up. And I'm thinking, I'm just going to, oh, this seems like sacrilege, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm just going to cut that off there because I really think that we need another flower in here, and that's it. So I'm going to do that. Yep, it's the same here too, Kim. I'm one of those, I like the bedroom to be cold. I don't like a warm bedroom. And my husband says to me, you're crazy. You put the aircon on, the room's nice and cold, and then you get under the quilt. Yep, that's just how I like it. And that's what I like about winter too. Like you can, I just love this little rose here. But I've noticed I've got a bit in the middle. Right. What do you think? Do you think that's enough on there? I don't want to overdo it, but I just love, love, love. No, you know what I think? Actually, what I might do is put one of these just coming down through here because we haven't got much in that area. So I'll just pop one more on. Oh, lovely. Yeah, I'm from further south. I'm from Hampshire, so right down the bottom south of London, near the coast. Are you? Oh, hi, Mum. Is it cold up in Bundy at the moment? It's not too bad today so far. There. All right. So lots of stuff onto the front of this card. All righty. Now let me get the base back and I'll pop it onto here. I didn't see you. I didn't see you pop in, Mum. So I think Mum's coming to stay with me again next week. So looks like you'll have to put up with the two of us again. Thanks, Holly. Now, I've put a little bit of extra glue on here because we've got that deep embossing. So I'm just going to put this on here, hopefully get it nice and straight. I can't see what I'm doing. To stand up. There we go. Alrighty. So that is the front of the card. So hopefully with the two different tones in there, we've managed to not make it look too much one way and not enough the other. So we can pull these up a tad. I've always liked to give those a bit of dimension. Now, some of our thanks, Kim. Hi, Holly. How are you? Yeah, I've always liked to give a bit of dimension to my cards, but I don't always get the opportunity. So now I need to put on either a greeting on the front, but yeah, where? That's the thing. Or I can do what I did yesterday and pop one onto the inside. But before I do that, I'm thinking that maybe, let me see if I've got any Wink of Stella here that actually works. I might need a new one, I think. Oh, no, there's one. Look at that. I do that every time. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of Wink of Stella on here just to give these a little bit of a shine. I'll just use what I've got down there. Don't need a lot on there. Don't need it to be overpowering. Just pop it on. And then, of course, we're going to put some what do we call them? Diamantes, gems, whatever we want to call them. I'm really loving that one down there. I'm getting an idea for using this full one. Isn't that a gorgeous? Isn't it beautiful? I just love that top right-hand corner. Is that where you want me to put something, Mum? What do you want me to put up there? I could put a bow up there. I don't know that I've got room for a sentiment because I want to keep that whole triangle thing showing there. So, all right, let me have a look at what we've got, because to be honest, with these colors, there's not much that we can use. But I do have these, so these sort of pick up the color that's in there, which is quite good. I have these, which is the, I quite like these, but I'm not sure that it's right. No, not sure that it's right for that. These are the Riverside Irregular Pearls, and they tend to take on the color of what you're doing, but I'm not sure that that's the right ones for this. As I said, these have got these pinky purpley. These ones here would work. They're more of a purpley color. And then I've got these, which we could use these ones here. Again, a bit more of a pink, but I think they would work. I think they would look quite nice on there. So while we're having a look at that, if you want to choose, there's the Riverside Pearls is one. There's that one, which is 2. And then there's the Starburst Sequins, which is 3. Let me know which ones you think would look okay on there. Okay, so I'm going to layer this up now, and Mum's going to be shouting at me in a minute and saying we can't see what you're doing. Since I had this set up so that it was working really well for me, and then of course, when I went over to the UK, I thought, oh, I'll take the webcam with me. Hopefully I'm right, Holly. If not, so sorry. Oh, a December birthday. My husband's birthday is in December. And so is his brother. So And then I'm going to put that on there, but I'm just, so I'll put a happy birthday or something on there. And I don't really, maybe, just maybe. Let's see what I've got here. Of course, I've got all light stuff, haven't I? I could cut another one of those in the dark, which I think would look quite nice. What do you think? Cut another one of those in the darker purple. Let's do it. See what it looks like. Now we have motorbikes. You know, I'm determined to use one of these, aren't I? Okay, so let me poke this through. Get this out. Okay, so what do we think? That, do you like that for the insert? I think that looks lovely. Just pop it there, maybe right to the edge. What do we think? I think that'll work. But I still have to write happy birthday or something up there. Maybe I should just, let's take it down just a tad, down to there, which is going to make it so that I have that little bit more room up there for putting on. So I have thanks for being you. So I can put any of these on here. Happy birthday. Can't wait to see you again soon. You made my day, or hey. I'm not sure that I want hey on there. But I think happy birthday would look nice. So let me have a look. I'm pretty sure I've got, could use the gorgeous grape, which is what the darker color is here. And maybe just pop that happy birthday on there. Because, and I'm going to do it before I stick anything else down, just in case. Let's see what I've got that'll fit. I think that one might fit. Actually, let's use the long one. Let's use that one. Let's pop this on here. Let me move that up. Get that off of there. Where's my tissues? Let's take this off from around here, because I don't want that doing anything weird. All right. What did I do with that flower? There. Just make sure. And then up here, I can put happy birthday. There we go. So now I'm happy to close this up, or I'm going to put my elbow in it. Hi, Sue. Yeah, work gets in the way, doesn't it? I'm back to work tomorrow. So just popping a little bit of glue on here. Thankfully, I'm still just doing my Wednesdays. So I can still do these 4 days a week. Which is great. I'm just going to pop that on there like that. And then stick this right the way through. I'm just keeping it on the inside because we've got the edging around that. And then pop that on there. Like that. Now, did anyone have any ideas about that, about which colours to use? No? You're going to leave it up to me. My goodness. Gosh, that would actually even make the front of a card, wouldn't it? There's a thought. All right, so now just gluing this one onto the inside here. Like that. And that's the inside of our card. And that is the outside. Now we still have the dilemma of the what are we going to put on here? What are we? I don't have any ribbon that will suit. I'm just having a look. Those will go and those, but they're a bit pink. I'm still not sure about these ones. No, I think they're not in. All right, so are we going to go with the pink ones in here, which is one, or these purple ones here, which is two? What do we reckon? Let's have a think tank on it. So whoever mentions first, that's what I'll go with. All right. So while you're thinking about that, I was going to show you, does anybody remember before I went away, I said that I had tried to do a video and I lost it too. So we're talking these ones, aren't we? Yep. Excellent. Thank you. All right. So to be honest, that's what I really wanted to go with because they're the ones that are going to suit it better. They're going to take on that color better. So we'll pop some of these on here. So I want to put one up there and probably one down here. And then I want another one. Where will I put this one? Maybe next to that one. So that's what I've got so far. So there's our card for today. Now you could easily, I suppose, put something up there. The reason that I didn't is because I didn't want to lose the triangle effect. Okay. Yeah. So that is today's card. Alrighty. So that goes along with that one, which I know you can't see very well, but try and hold it up a little bit so you can. Alrighty. And then this one. So going with layers and textures, we've got the textures from the embossing folder. The texture also comes from layering up the flowers. We've obviously got the diamantes, and then we've even gone ahead with that on the inside there. And I keep looking at that and thinking, wow, that would make a pretty card on its own. But yeah, so that is what we're looking at today. All right, so before I went away, I thought that I would do a couple of videos and upload them so that while I was away, they would play. Well, the thought was good, but when it came to doing it, it told me that my video had gone for, it had gone for a little bit. Thanks, Debbie. It had gone for more than half an hour. Well, it had gone for 32 minutes. So yeah, and I couldn't upload it, and I was lost. I'm not that good with, it said to cut the video, and I had no idea how to do that. However, I'll show you what I made. So this is a little, oh, thanks, Kim. So this is just a little, I made these before, and mum will be saying, oh my goodness, I've seen hundreds of those. And it just, I don't know how to show you. It folds out like that. Hang on, the bottom one doesn't want to unfold at the moment, like that. So it's really hard to show you, but when you actually close it up, it closes up on itself. Okay, so it closes up on itself. It opens up like this. So it can be used, and then of course you tie it. So it can be used for scrapbooking. It can be used for, because you can open basically one part at a time. You can open this part, and then you can fold that bit, and you can open the next bit, which goes that, like that, and then you can open the last bit, which goes like that. Okay, so that was what I made, but didn't get to do it, did we? So it may be something that I look at in the future. If anybody's interested in learning how to make one of those, you could use it as a card. Yeah. Yeah, this one, I don't know whether I'd use it as a card or whether I would use it as a bit of a, you know, to put some photos in. I mean, when you've got it open, let me just open one part. Party. So when you've got it open, you do, the places that you can put stuff are actually triangular, because it does fold on all the pieces. So so when it folds up, it all folds in together like that. So they are triangular, but you could use it as a card. You could use it and you could put something different on each panel there. Maybe I'll look at that. Maybe I'll look at that, because that might just work. Alrighty, because you can always do something on the back, and you don't have to put this on, the ribbon on. You can always do it with a belly band. So something for the future. If you think we'd like to do that one day, we can of course do that. Yes, it would, Holly. It would be great. What I love about it is that, you know, you can pull, it's a bit like a concertina. You can pull it out and then you can put it back together again. When I had the shop, I made quite a few of those. You can also, I don't know whether you're going to be able to see this or not, but what you can do is you can, when you get to the top, you could actually put something on that top corner so that you can hang it, you know, and it comes down. I might actually, let me change the camera view and see if that helps. Let me go back up to there. Right, this might help, because that's how it opens up. Okay, so what you could do is you could put in the top here, you could put a hanger, and then you could hang it, or you can, as you can see, it just closes up on itself. I think it would make a great card. I think you could use it for so many things. So yeah, we might have a look at doing something like that. I'll have a play with it and see if I can make a card out of it. It could be a huge, it's 6 by 6, 6 inches by 6 inches, I believe. Oh, yep, 6 inches by 6 inches. Okay, alrighty, so that's me for today. I need to sort out some more stuff to do on Thursday, because I won't be in tomorrow. So anyone who didn't see yesterday's cards, we did these two. which again gave us the texture. And yesterday I just did a very straightforward insert. Oh, that was the first one. Sorry, this was the second. What did I do? Yeah. Oh, yesterday I just layered that up. Okay, and I had a little note of appreciation on the top. Okay, so that was yesterday's cards, and then we have today's. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you can come back again on Thursday morning. It's going to be a bit hard going back to work tomorrow, but hey, I have to. So I will see you all on Thursday. Thank you so much once again for coming in to see what we're doing here, and I really appreciate it. So if you like what I do, give me the thumbs up, press the little bell. Whatever you want to do is just fine. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all on Thursday. Bye for now.